supported the club since I was a boy, and I just love being here. So I've made the decision to leave now, which I think is the right one for both parties. And as long as we go out on a high on Sunday, then I'll be delighted.
10 titles, 21 trophies, that is the stuff of legend. That is Walter Smith's Rangers.
If I move on from Rangers, I will leave it in the hands of people that I think have got the best into the club.
Craig White became the new owner of Rangers Football Club on Friday when he finally concluded a deal with Sir David Murray. It was obviously a major moment for you on Saturday to come down Edmiston Drive and walk into Ibrox as the new owner.
It was absolutely fantastic, and I was absolutely overawed by the welcome I got from the fans walking down Edmiston Drive. So it really was a fantastic moment.
The big concern to us that maybe he wasn't going to have the money to pay our bills.
Did you not ask Sir David Murray not to do this deal?
I asked them not to.
Good afternoon. Rangers Football Club, one of the most famous in Britain, has announced it's gone into administration following an unsuccessful legal bid by Her Majesty's Revenue and Customs to appoint its own administrators.
What we've done today was the most practical way forward to safeguard the long-term survival of Rangers, which is what we're all about, and prevent the possible closure of the club. We hope to continue discussions with HMRC and have practical proposals in place. I spoke to the manager, the staff and sporting representatives this afternoon and have outlined the position. This is a difficult day for Rangers, but we'll emerge as a fitter and stronger club for this. Thank you very much.
Rangers are facing up to an uncertain future after the club was put into administration. In the last few moments, the manager, Ali McCoist, has been speaking about a difficult week at Ibrox.
We're extremely disappointed to be where we are at the moment. But I'll tell you right now, we're not going to be there long.
This administration will be carried out under the most rigorous public scrutiny, and it will be conducted to the highest professional standards.
But the fans are angry and demanding the resignation of owner Craig White. Just 9 months after he took charge, Rangers are facing the worst financial chapter in their 140-year history.
Many that we spoke to were angry, frustrated and fearful for the future of the club of whose 140-year history they've been so proud.
Rangers' game against Kilmarnock here at Ibrox on Saturday will go ahead, but the team have already been deducted 10 points for going into administration, effectively gifting the league title to their arch rivals Celtic.
Rangers, who have won 54 Scottish League titles, suffered a 10-point deduction in the league last season, with members of the squad taking wage cuts to help keep the club afloat.
Season 2011-12 reads like a verse of infamy. Malmo, Maribor, Falkirk, a 15-point lead squandered.
Rangers Football Club, one of Scotland's oldest football clubs, is heading for liquidation.
And walked away. No club and no team either.
I'd like to think that there's a team there for the 50,000 that come every 2 weeks, and all these people need a team to support, and hopefully at the end of this there is a team there for them.
Rangers is fighting for its very existence. After more than 100 years, it has a new name, the Rangers Football Club, and it has a new chief executive, Charles Green.
If we hadn't come along, this club would have closed.
Charles Green is the new owner of the new Rangers, as Walter Smith returns to the fray.
You don't care about football, you don't care about fans. Rangers Football Club is in the wrong hands.
Glasgow Rangers have been relegated to the lowest tier of professional football in Scotland. It comes after the club was forced into liquidation in June due to major financial problems.
This has been a very, very important day for Scottish football. The member clubs of the Scottish Football League have today voted to willingly accept the Rangers Football Club as an associate member of the Scottish Football League. Furthermore, the Scottish Football League's only acceptable position will be to place Rangers FC into the 3rd division of the Iron Brew Scottish Football League from the start of this season, 2012-2013.
When there was a chance to leave in the administration process, you didn't want to do that, you were very clear about it. Presumably you would want to stay here for the long term.
Absolutely, that's still not changed. As I said to you earlier, I came to the club looking to try and win things and play in Europe, and I got a small taste of that, but the hunger to do that's not changed. I'm here and I've envisaged myself a lot being here for many years to come, seeing the club back.
So one of the game's genuine super clubs, starting in the lowest league in the land, the road to the recovery for them and their massive support starts here.
A day we never thought we'd see, and it's still a bit hard to believe we're seeing it. Rangers demoted to the bottom tier of Scottish football, the 3rd division. After the most extraordinary of summers, we are about to watch Peterhead against Rangers in the Scottish 3rd division. The long road back starts here, and it's been a long road to Peterhead. 180 miles from Glasgow, 30 miles north of Aberdeen. Let the journey commence for Rangers. McCulloch, and Barry Mackay is in, and Mackay scores! The journey starts here. Rangers' first goal in the bottom division of Scottish football. Shields takes it. Everyone's piling in. Kevin Kyle's header, and it's gone in. Andy Little might have got something on that as well. But much to Rangers' relief, they've saved the day. Just.
Listen, we can't get away from the fact. The fact is we didn't defend well enough. Defended extremely poorly, and we were punished for that.
That means Rangers line up as follows. Neil Alexander's in goal, and then he's followed by Ross Perry, Carlos Bocanegra, Emilson Kribari, Anistis Argeriou, Andrew Little, Lee McCulloch, Ian Black, Lewis McLeod, Barry Mackay, and striker Francisco Sandaza.
After a turbulent summer, Captain America Carlos Bocanegra can't wait to get back out onto the Ibrox turf.
I think everyone around the club is just excited to get on with it now. And you know, we can play games. It's going to be our first home game at Ibrox, kind of a new, fresh start, so to speak. And I think the fans, the players, everyone involved with the club is just excited to get back out there and get on the field.
It remains a sporting institution which prides itself on its successes of the past, present and future. For many, the start of a new era, the club begins here this afternoon. Beaten, battered and bruised after a summer of discontent, the Rangers renaissance is now underway, with almost 50,000 home supporters ready to show what their team really means. To keep out Andy Little, Rangers still attacking. Here's Sandaza, who runs now for Little, chance to score, and there's the equaliser! 14 minutes gone, Andy Little with his 3rd goal of the season. The linesman had a good view of it, Howard Wilkin, instead it comes in though, Andy Little, and there it is. It's a goal which puts Rangers 2-1 up. Down the right hand side again, 2 men doubling up on him. Cross first time, that's a lovely ball. Must be for Little, there's the hat-trick.
Dean Shields, of course, has also joined the club. These 5 games will be a chance for these guys to make their home debuts.
That gives it back to Argeriou. And McCulloch, and Shields! 1-1. And it had been coming.
It's shaping up to be another phenomenal Ibrox crowd, and that must be so reassuring for you and the players.
Oh, it's fantastic. The support was arguably been the greatest thing that came out in this whole scenario. And the support at the away games, home games, everywhere has been quite remarkable, for want of a better word.
Quality here from Ian Black. Played in. McCulloch round the back, it must be an is! Right on half-time!
As about 1 a.m. in the morning, we got a chance to chat with today's Light Blues debutant, David Templeton.
Yeah, well, I spoke to some of the boys, like Ian Black and Lee Wallace, and they're loving it here, and once I spoke to them, I thought if it did happen, I'd definitely come. It was just a part of being something. It would be good to get Rangers back to where they belong, and I'm looking forward to being part of that.
Ian Black, and Templeton steadies himself! David Templeton! Shields disguising the pass, Little! McCulloch, he scores again! Rangers make it 5.
Both options, and they combine. McLeod, a great touch from Lewis McLeod. He draws it home! Lewis McLeod!
Obviously, it's been well documented where we are as a club, you know, and where we are as a team. We'll have started a rebuilding process. It's going to be a long road, and this was a title that we had to win, and we did win it.
Onwards and upwards. This comeback tour has only just begun. They are Rangers, and they are champions again.
The lifeline of our great football club is every one of you in this stadium, and every one of you that has showed, as I say, a quite unbelievable support and love for our football club, and that will always continue. And with your support along the way, we will get back to where we belong.